I'm going to drop some knowledge on you. Next Level Taken here. Before Tobey Maguire was arguably the best Spider-Man ever, here he was being a shill for the Atari Lynx. 30 years ago, September the 1st, 3 decades. If it was having an anniversary right now, somebody would be getting the Atari Lynx and Pearls. The Atari Lynx was a color portable system, the first. It had a backlit color display, something the Game Boy did not have. It had 16-bit graphics, something the Game Boy did not have. Scaling and rotation, something that the Game Boy, again, did not have. That wouldn't be seen until the Super Nintendo arrived in '91. Keep in mind, this was a portable system. It launched at $179.99. It would later see a price drop down to $99.99 when they came out with a second revision. Depending on who you ask, the Atari Lynx sold anywhere between 1 and 3 million units, which is not a huge amount, but it's not too shabby considering it was going up against the juggernaut that is the Nintendo Game Boy. The Game Boy would go on to slay 2 of the next portable systems that were also color, the Sega Game Gear and the Turbo Express from NEC. The Lynx was named after an animal, but it also was named after the fact that you could link up the units and play multiplayer. Atari was flying high for a while, but Nintendo had Mario and Tetris. Tetris was a huge deal back in the day. It was also cheaper at the beginning anyway, $89.99 when the Game Boy launched, and it came with Tetris, which was a killer app. Some of the other things that led to the downfall of the Lynx was the fact that it was huge. It wasn't so much portable, it was just gigantic and cumbersome. It was fixed when they redesigned it, but the original was just gigantic. It took a lot of batteries, and yeah, you could plug it into a wall, but that kind of defeats the purpose of having a portable. The Game Boy was pretty decent on battery power. This would also be a problem with the Sega Game Gear later on. The resolution of the Lynx was 160 by 102, but it was a beautiful screen for its time. It was color, it was backlit. The really cool thing about the Atari Lynx was you could play whether you were left-handed or right-handed. You could flip the screen over. It had 8-player multiplayer, if you could find 8 people with the Lynx. But that was really cool thing about it. The screen was nice for its time, and the graphics just destroyed anything that was on the Game Boy at that time, and it wasn't spinach colored, which that was probably the thing that I hated the most about the original Game Boy. The Atari Lynx was home to a bunch of great arcade ports, Rampage, Double Dragon, even though it's zoomed in. The Lynx would be home to a bunch of great titles, great arcade hits, great ports, everything from Checkered Flag to Paperboy, Klax, APB, Miss Pac-Man, Rampage, Rampart, Desert Strike, you name it. The Atari Lynx, gone but not forgotten. 30th anniversary. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you remember the Lynx, if you have any fond memories of this system, or if you wanted to get a Lynx but you couldn't back in the day, if you had a Game Boy or what have you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Next Level Taken. Happy birthday, Atari Lynx. Until next time.
More can play at the same time.
Lynx has 16 bytes. I mean bits.
I like Game Boy.
3 out-of-port characters prefer Lynx. Buy Lynx now, get NFL game free.
Hey, Mr. Block, can I go to the bathroom?
2 minutes.
Oh, yes. Cut back. Oh, yes, yes. I'm in the tube. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, all right.
Introducing Lynx from Atari, the color video game you can get away with. Well, sometimes.
On some Atari Lynx games, you can link up 4 players. But there's only ever one winner. Atari Lynx, the portable video arcade. Atari Lynx has an option switch, so you can play at twice the speed. Atari Lynx, the portable video arcade.